It's Wednesday, January 29th, and you're tuned into the Stock Market Daily News Podcast, your 2-minute roundup of the market action from Tuesday and what's setting the pace for today. Yesterday saw another milestone session. The S&P 500 closed at a fresh record, lifted by tech and AI optimism. The Dow Jones ended slightly higher. And the Nasdaq notched wins as investors geared up for a flurry of earnings reports and awaited the Federal Reserve's latest policy decision. We're focusing on crypto's cautious bounce, gold's unprecedented surge, UnitedHealth's double whammy, and a standout winner in the decentralized finance space. Let's get right to it. First, Bitcoin hovered near $89,000 in Asian trading hours, up about 2% on the day. That rebound came as the US dollar dropped to its weakest level since early 2022, lowering the cost of holding risk assets like crypto. But despite a steadier backdrop in equities, crypto stayed stuck in a narrow range. Traders remain cautious ahead of today's Fed decision and major earnings from the so-called Magnificent Seven tech giants. For investors, it's a reminder that risk assets are on pause, consolidating gains while clarity on rates and earnings emerges. Meanwhile, a massive round of Bitcoin and Ether options, worth nearly $10 billion, expire this Friday. Options data show most traders are leaning bullish, betting on further upside, but they're also snapping up puts to hedge against sudden swings. The put-call ratio for this expiry is 0.56, suggesting a bias toward bullish calls. Still, market participants are bracing for short-term volatility as both the Fed meeting and options expiry converge this week. Expect potential choppy trading, though analysts say lasting impacts are unlikely unless macro conditions shift sharply. Turning to gold, Tether, best known for its US dollar stablecoin, has been quietly building one of the world's largest private gold stockpiles, now valued near $24 billion. The company's buying spree is outpacing entire countries, reportedly adding up to $1 billion in physical gold each month, all secured in a high-tech Swiss bunker. With gold up more than 90% in the past year, this kind of institutional demand has only fueled further price gains. For market watchers, it's a powerful signal of surging appetite for real assets amid global currency volatility and growing skepticism toward traditional financial instruments. In corporate news, UnitedHealth Group shares collapsed nearly 20% after a brutal double blow. First, the nation's largest insurer posted a 41% decline in annual earnings to $19 billion, hit by rising medical costs and last year's cyber attack. Then, the government announced Medicare Advantage reimbursements will barely rise in 2027, just 0.09%, way below expectations. The shockwave hammered other insurance names, with Humana down over 20% and CVS sliding 14%. The message for investors: mounting cost pressures and tighter government funding are squeezing the entire sector, with implications for healthcare stocks and managed care portfolios. Finally, in the world of decentralized finance, the HYPE token surged more than 50% to $34, outpacing Bitcoin and just about everything else in the crypto space. This rally reflects a fast-growing convergence of traditional markets and blockchain. The hyperliquid platform now offers tokenized trading in stocks, indices, commodities, and more. Huge trading volumes and a fee-driven token buyback program have fueled the price pop, signaling mounting investor appetite for diversified, on-chain financial products. Quick recap: the S&P 500 set another record. Dow and Nasdaq rose as Wall Street awaited the Fed and earnings. Crypto and gold are both in the spotlight amid volatility and institutional buying. Healthcare stocks slumped on regulatory pressures, and the tokenization megatrend just found a new leader. Looking ahead, watch for the Federal Reserve's rate announcement and a sea of big tech earnings that could jolt markets. Don't miss our episode tomorrow for the fallout and fresh opportunities. If you find this quick market roundup valuable, be sure to subscribe and follow for daily updates. Thanks for joining us on the Stock Market Daily News Podcast. See you tomorrow.